Welcome to Fortune Cookies. And today I am going to do a deck flip through. This is an amazing deck that one of my viewers, Paula, I'm shouting you out. One of my viewers sent me, she actually has an Etsy shop and she designs tarot cards, oracle cards, all kinds of cool stuff. And she was so amazing. I was having the worst day of my life, and I got this package with this deck, the Violetta deck, and I also got a Divine Feminine Oracle deck, but I'm going to do that in its own video. So you'll get another video. You'll be able to see that. The link to purchase this deck is going to be in the description. So if you love this deck, or if you're so inclined to help out one of our little fortune cookie followers, that would be great. So thanks so much for watching this. I'm going to pull up the card view and I'm going to make this nice and big so you guys can really appreciate it. So this is the Violetta Tarot, and it is absolutely vibrant, absolutely beautiful. I have not gone through the whole deck yet because I want to be just as surprised as you guys. So as I said, every time, save your boxes. I learned my lesson with a very, very expensive deck. I did not save the box, and that was very foolish because it would be worth like 3 times the money that it's worth now. It's out of print. So nice little handout that goes in here. One of the things that I like is that it does give you a couple of spreads. So this is good for beginners. These are always good spreads to start with. You'll notice those are the 2 spreads that I use a lot on the Fortune Cookies channel. So easy, 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 not too much information. And Paula, thank you for not making the print very small. My old eyes appreciate that. So back of the deck is mild with a sun and moon motif here, or sunny and moon motif here. Really easy on the eyes, very, very pretty in person. The camera is doing it justice, so I do want you to know it's this nice creamy color. Cards are quite large, actually. I'll show you. I have big hands, but they're actually quite large. They're a little bit bigger than a regular tarot deck, which is nice, but they're, I think, a little bit narrower. So it may be just the illusion. Rounded corners, always like rounded corners on my tarot deck. And this is a deck that will crutch you through your learning phases. We have the upright meanings here, and we also have the reverse meanings. So really, really nice work here. So let's take a look at all of our suits and our major arcana. We're going to come in nice and close. And there we go. I want to make sure that we get a good view. So we are starting out with the wands. This is how it came packed in the deck. Beautiful, vibrant imagery. I really do like more vibrant imagery when my students are learning. Some of the darker decks, some of the spookier decks, I think they're a little bit hard to get to know. In your tarot decks, you really should get to know like they're a good friend. Right away, I want to tell you guys, this is giving me like awesome fairy tale vibes. And, there's nothing wrong with being in a fairy tale. Oh, this is so awesome. Look at this. I want you to look nice and close and look at that halo effect that we have in here. This is beautiful. This is really, this is going to be a great deck. So, fireworks. Fireworks are my favorite. I'm one of those people that if I ever see fireworks, I'm like totally gooned out on it. Wow. So the 8 of Wands, this card is always a hard card for people to understand because on the traditional Rider-Waite, it just has the wands, but it does mean messages sometimes. And he's got a little messenger bag. So this is terrific. And I just love that we have the meanings on here. This is really a tremendous deck. This is going to be a great deck for learners. It already has a really, really good vibe to me. And we have all this firework in here. stressing the fire element in the wands. There's our page, and there is our knight and our queen of wands. Oh, she is lovely with that little kitty cat there. And there's our king. Salamander is there. We have the Leo. And we move right on into our swords. And remember, our swords are our air energy. So this feels very, very airy to me. Feels like we've got a lot of breathing in there. This feels like a lot of breathing too. Cold, hard decisions that need to be made. And there's our Three of Swords. I always like to really scrutinize the Three of Swords. And this one does feel like heartbreak, but it doesn't feel as desolate heartbreak as some other decks do. Some other decks, they really punch in the gut with that three of Swords. So here's our Four of Swords, rest and relaxation. That looks great to me. I would always like to take a nap in the moon. And look at the Rat King. What a treat. He is a complete treat. That's our Five of Swords. Oh, I love him. And beautiful cherry blossoms in this Six of Swords. Moving on to better things. This is another card that I really like to focus on in a deck, because the Death card's the other one, and the Devil. I like to look at those, the Devil and the Lovers. So moving from peril to safety is really our Six of Swords. So this is moving on. It really does look like, hey, this is a good thing. Seven of Swords, there's our sneaky guy, and he certainly does look sneaky. He's in this shady thing. The color on this deck right here, I think it's reading really, really well, is phenomenal. Really such a treat. Eight of Swords, there she is, tangled up. Her eyes are a little bit open, which is great. That's symbol that she may be able to get herself out of that. And okay, my favorite Nine of Swords ever, with the Pietro crying and the ghost up there. That is fantastic. This is really, really good imagery here. And there's our Ten of Swords. And she doesn't have the swords necessarily stuck in her, but they are pinning her down. Looks like that the 10th one may cause some issues. But the imagery and color on the floor is amazing. She's got that sweet little face there. And then our Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. I like that she's got that butterfly, a little transformation thrown in there. And our King of Swords, there he is. And we're going into the Pentacles. Now remember, Pentacles are the earth energy, so they're going to feel a little bit earthier. This absolutely feels earthy. And there is our little fella with his two decisions. Oh, this is the sweetest thing ever. The Three of Pentacles with the bees. Everybody's working together. That is great. And this, the little beekeeper hood that she's got on, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer. She's got the little beekeeper hood on there. Oh, that is just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Four of Pentacles, hanging on to what you've got. And Five of Pentacles, everybody knows I love this card. There's our mendicants. They're out in the cold. But, you know, this card also sometimes does read being orphaned or being abandoned. So that there's children here. Love that. Love that. And, you know, different decks will ascribe different meanings. We'll sink into some of the different meanings more pointedly on some decks. So, you know, that absolutely can happen with this. Here's our Six of Pentacles. She's feeding the bird. She's being generous. She's giving. Seven of Pentacles, checking out his crops. And again, this halo effect that we have back here is absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And we have our Eight of Pentacles, and that's working toward goals. And that's our ballerina there. We all know that our ballerinas really have to work hard to do what they do. Nine of Pentacles. She is probably the nicest kept woman I've ever seen. Oh, I'm sorry. We lost a little focus there. Probably the sweetest kept woman I've ever seen. Very, very cute with their little top hat. And that 10 of Pentacles, which does represent family. We're going to come in, I think, just a little bit more so you guys can really benefit from this. All right, there we go. There we go. Nice. So 10 of Pentacles is about the family legacy and about family ties and how we connect with our ancestors and our descendants and bringing all that together and keeping it safe and sound. Page of Pentacles. There he is, our thinker, making things happen. And the Knight of Pentacles. And I'm just going to say every single little pony has a cheeky look, and I love them. I love them. Look at that little cheeky pony. Queen of Pentacles. She is fabulous. Fabulous. Color is beautiful on this. Very warm, very earthy, still very, very accessible. And then here he is, our King of Pentacles, really making good decisions, good leader. Now we're getting into the cups. And this is probably the most romantic Ace of Cups ever. 2 of Cups with our giraffe motif. Oh my goodness. They are perfect. 3 of Cups. And this is very, very interesting. So the celebration is there. And, you know, in some decks, we get the Mother, the Maiden, and the Crone. And I like the different flavors that we get. Now, these 3 feel like girlfriends. They feel like girlfriends, and we're going to have a great time. And we're going to be able to hang out and tell secrets and, you know, really a nice collective tribe there. 4 of Cups. She is gorgeous. Look at her face. Is she not beautiful? What a gorgeous, gorgeous 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. We have our clown here. I love that there's clowns, but not too many clowns. And our 6 of Cups. Nostalgia with the kids. Now, this one's a little bit different from this is a little bit different from other 6 of Cups. It's raining, but there's the rainbow, and we have all those cups up there. So it's like the rain is stopping. Oh, I love it. I love it. 7 of Cups. This is gaslighting, having too many choices, being dazzled by choices, and it's this little Pegasus kitty. I die for this little Pegasus kitty. I love it. Love it. And the goldfish hopping out is my favorite, I think. Look at him popping out of there. And 8 of Cups. Moving on, trying, if this is great imagery. So walking away, coming out of the dark, leaving something that's not great for something that's maybe a little bit better. 9 of Cups, having it all. There's our kitty cat who's just like, yeah, I got this. And 10 of Cups, our happy, happy family. It doesn't get happier than that. The gradation of colors on these cards, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's really beautiful. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Oh, he is a sexy little pony. Queen of Cups, fab dress on her. Nice colors, beautiful background, lots of swans. And our King of Cups, isn't he handsome? Oh my goodness. He actually looks like a little boy that I have in my family. Not even kidding. So sweet. So sweet. Now we're getting into our major arcana. And here's our Fool with his basset hound. Yes. And the little boat. And I looked at some of these, so I know some of these. And our Magician, who really looks like a true magician. And I love that imagery for him. High Priestess. Not spooky. The High Priestess is always like a little bit of a spooky card. Let me just see if we can get to focus in a little bit better. Let me focus in a little bit better. There we go. She's a little bit better focused. Sorry about that, guys. So she's not very spooky. She looks knowledgeable And there's something little Melisandre about her, from Game of Thrones, but not spooky. So, the High Priestess has all the information that we need, and we just have to ask her in the right way. So, in some cards, some decks, she's a little bit scarier. Oh, that's a great Empress card. She looks sweet. She's got butterflies. She's got flowers, abundance all around. Emperor, there he is. Great use of the checkerboard. The Hierophant, this is the Pope card. What a beautiful Pope card. Oh, I love it. And the Lovers, and that's our cover from the box that this deck came in. And the Chariot, the whimsy, I can't even take it, with the air balloon and that little squirrel. Strength, and she is on Aslan right there. It looks like Aslan from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And the Hermit. Perfect Hermit card. Beautiful colors in the back. She doesn't look scared. Some of the hermits look scared. We don't want them to look scared. I'm getting notifications on my computer. I'm sorry. Here's our Wheel of Fortune with Mr. Bunny. And our Justice card. Nice and simple. Nice and simple. The Hanged Man. Use of the air balloon in there. That is terrific. He looks happy, being held up by his foot. Really great. Death card. I applaud this death card. That is spectacular. Butterfly for the transformation. We do have the skull in there. We're going behind the veil. We've got it looks like lightning or smoke in the background. Excellent. This is an excellent death card. I can't wait to see the devil. So we've got Temperance, and there he is. Is he not so charming? Locked box. Oh, this is great. This is great. Well done, Paula. I love it. The Tower. This is, we've got lightning. We've got the birds flying out, the eggs falling out of the nest. Really, really terrific. Star, there's hope in the future. She looks lovely. We've got a lot of stars. I like a lot of stars in my star card. And the Moon, nice and spooky. Nice and spooky. So the Moon card should be a little bit spooky for us. In the Sun, there he is. Oh, look how happy the dog is. Oh. If that dog doesn't say happy, happy, I don't know what does. I love that dog face where they just like have their mouth open, tongues out, and they're panting and the eyes are closed. Judgment. Here we go. Getting judged. Really, really fantastic. And our World card at the end. There he is holding up the world. We're transformed. Transformed. So really a super, super well thought out deck. I'm absolutely blown away. I do want to let you know cardstock is nice and stiff. I do like stiffer cardstock on my decks. One of the things is when you shuffle, I'm going to take off when you're shuffling, if you have a lighter cardstock, sometimes the edges will get peeled. They shuffle nicely. We're consecrating our deck. I bind and banish all unclean spirits who to speak with through these cards. I did a sloppy shuffle. First sloppy shuffle with it. Deck doesn't belong to me until I do a sloppy shuffle. So I bind and banish all unclean spirits who seek to speak through these cards. I dedicate these cards to God and his truth. And then we're going to go back to our card view. And we're going to do a get to know you spread. I got to give them a little bit more of a shuffle. I just didn't want you looking at the blank screen. So you can always do a wash with your cards. You can just kind of do this. And then you just kind of put them back together. Idea is you just want to mix them up as much as possible. So let's ask this deck how it's going to work with me. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Okay, what will I learn from you? So, strings attached, stinginess, power and domination, selfishness. I may only want to use this deck for myself, or I may have to learn a lesson of stinginess. Maybe I'm supposed to work with, maybe I'm supposed to teach with this deck. I don't know. We'll find out. So what am I supposed to learn from this deck? So now, what is the best way to use this deck? I'll do another Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I just feel like I need to shuffle it a little bit more. What is the best way to use this deck? Ooh, confusion, brutality, chaos, Ace of Swords, lack of action. So perhaps I'm supposed to use this deck for people that have a lack of direction, lack of action. They're not quite going in the right path. So what did I say? What am I going to learn? How should I use this deck? What are this deck's strengths? Strengths are going to be redirecting, self-sabotage, recklessness, trying to, and I'm reading her the notes that are actually on the card. So there it is. There it is. So what else can I ask it? How? I can't remember how I do this spread. What else should I say? What will be the outcome of my experience with this deck? Six of Wands, very generous. So maybe this is my teaching deck. Maybe this is the deck that I'm going to work with some of my students with so that they can better understand the cards, better understand, the power of tarot without having, the Rider-Waite, the old-fashioned kind of Rider-Waite perspective. So I absolutely love this deck already. I can't wait to get to know it a little bit better. And I am going to put a little bit of selenite on it and just let it soak up and hang out with its buddies. Just like when you get a pet, you kind of let everybody hang out in the room. But I do have another deck from Paula. This is her Divine Feminine Oracle deck or affirmation card. So I'm going to do another video with that so you guys can get to know it. But if you'd like to purchase this deck, there's a link in the description down below. Please, give her a little bit of support. It's a nice deck. I'm going to say it's a really nice deck. So, I thank you, Paula, so much for sending it. I'm telling you, couldn't have come on a better day. I was having such a bad day. And I really, really appreciate it. So thank you everybody for watching. Again, please, hit a like, share it with your friends. If you have friends that are into tarot and you think they may like this deck, please share the video with them. And I will be sure to post this onto her Etsy site as well. So have a great day, everybody. See you soon.